Hello and Namaste. This is Neeraj here, and welcome back to my channel Financial Market Analysis Test by Neeraj Shah. So, in today's video, I would like to discuss regarding the market forward, what to do in the markets now, and the basic theme for 2022, the coming year. So before starting this video, I would request all of you to please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. And if you like this video, please give a big thumbs up and share it with your maximum friend so that maximum people can benefit from this. And also I have a separate format where I come out with the stock specific analysis, multi-bagger stock specific analysis, and it's only available for nominal charge of 1,000 rupees or $20 per video. And also I undertake this personal consultancy for business or the investment advisory. If anybody is interested, they can write to me. My email details are in the description box down below, and we can set up a meeting through Zoom or Skype or whatever way, and I will let you know about my charges also. So before starting, let's just talk about it. As you have seen that in last 1 week, the markets have all over the world, the markets have actually in a kind of a correction mode. You can see that it's weak and it's going down and down and slowly. And in today, the market had seen the one of the biggest correction in recent times in many months, because there are a lot of news which are flowing into the market. First of all, the concern is that Europe has gone into a lockdown, in the sense that Austria has gone for the 10 days lockdown, and there are cases very much rising in Germany also, and some districts of the local governments of German districts have also indicated that they may have to go for lockdown. Then there are concerns about overall situation in the UK also regarding this virus, coronavirus infections, reinfections. What I would say that despite all these vaccinations, and because most of these countries are more than 60% vaccinated, so it should be, as per the, if you initially read the WHO reports 1 year before, when they had come out and they had told that once people get vaccinated and more than 50% of the population gets vaccinated, then the chances of all these lockdowns and everything comes down and hospitalization comes down. But as we have seen that in recent times, in USA also during the recent summer, the cases had risen daily to more than 200,000, 250,000, and also the deaths have also happened. Although it has come down significantly, but still the hospitalization and deaths are happening in quite a big numbers. And there are concerns that because of that, the Europe has gone for this, not Europe but Austria, and has gone for 10 days lockdown, and very soon the German government also announced when they can go for another lockdown. And so the biggest economy, or one of the biggest economy like UK, Germany, and all this thing in Europe, if it is struggling with the COVID-19 despite vaccination and booster doses and re-vaccination. So one can see that there are concerns regarding the economic growth recovery, and also the demand for most of the things. So that is the reason you see the market is in correction mode. Also, another main significant reason is that as US Fed had indicated that towards the end of this, starting December, they will go for this bond repurchase program. They will taper down. So as per that $120 billion of that bond purchase every month they were pumping into the market. So that liquidity is also going to be sucked starting December. That is where, and the way the persistent inflation has all over the world. I mean, whichever country you look at it, the inflation is on the all-time high around, and it's hovering at the higher level, and that is the concern, where basically it's expected that sooner than later this US Fed and the other central banks will tighten the interest rates and will increase the interest rates, and that is where all this free liquidity money which was flowing into the market, that will be squeezed, and that is why the correction is also happening. So that is one of the main reason also. So apart from that, if you look at say Russia, so there is this Belarus Poland immigrants crisis is happening, where these illegal immigrants or that refugee seekers from the Middle East part of the world, they have gathered at the Belarusian border, and they are trying to push themselves illegally into the Poland, and Poland and Europe is resisting that, and that crisis may blow into a bigger crisis, in the sense that it can increase the geopolitical tensions between in Russia and NATO, and also that kind of a situation where the flare up is happening, and also there is a reports of all these conflagrations happening in the Black Sea, in the Ukraine part, and the tension between Ukraine and Russia. So the Russian market also corrected significantly today. So there are concerns maybe that if it exaggerates, if it aggravates into the conflagration, aggravates into the more bad and more serious situation, then there may be some more sanctions coming on Russia as well, and that is why also that ruble is getting affected, and the market of the stock market and Russian stock market is getting affected. But overall, the theme going forward should be that you should stick to, as I tell, that basic materials for all over the world, for any growth or for any building anything, is the basic materials. So that basic materials and energy. So going forward also, that energy stocks, I believe, would continue to do well, because there are tensions already in the Middle East also, with the Saudi and Houthi rebels. On the weekend, we saw that some of the Saudi Aramco facilities were reported to have been hit or affected by the drone attacks by the Houthi rebels. And Iranian tension also. There is already, this Afghanistan Taliban crisis is after taking over. So there is a lot of this volatility, and that is why the going forward, the main theme for 2022 for me remains this energy. Energy remains the main theme, and I think it will continue to dominate the markets also, and the economy also. So that way, I would rather go along, continue to be invested into the energy stocks, gas, oil, this kind of because I would see that this current little bit of correction in that oil and gas prices would be an opportunity to get into this oil and gas stocks. And another is that material or the basic material stocks, in the sense that it had risen very much in the last 1.5 years. Most of this basic material, or particularly the steel stocks, had gone up 5 to 10 times. So in a way, you can say that we will see this particular segment not getting much more correction, but that flavor will continue to remain there, because then the infrastructure building and all these things, you will continue to need these metals. But because of this Fed tightening this interest rates and tapering, for that the dollar will strengthen. And we had, in many months before, we had come out in that one US dollar video, that with the Fed tightening, you will see that US dollar, we can see that correcting to 1.12 against euro, and at that time against euro it was 1.18. So it has actually come to 1.12. So we have been proven right in that way, and that is why that you have seen most of this price correction in the commodities also, because of the dollar strengthening. But we don't see much more kind of a strengthening, in the sense that it may remain like this way, dollar may remain strong, but still the demand and the supply situation will not improve going forward, at least for the next 6 months of the theme, for the first half of the 2022. So that is the reason we believe that the green energy, this energy, oil, energy and energy stocks, and particularly the material stocks also would be in the favor. And also with this lockdown kind of things, you can see the technology stocks again, people putting, because people are afraid that again from work from home kind of a regime may come for even for few days or few months, and it may continue. And in the in India, everybody is relaxed, but as the nature of universe is that Fibonacci series, I have talked about Fibonacci series in many of my videos previously also, that the world also works on the Fibonacci series, because the Fibonacci series is the best projection of any events in the world, in the universe happening. So as we have seen that coronavirus, like that the stock market has Fibonacci series as 5 waves. So A, B, C, D, E, and E becomes the fifth wave becomes the peak, and after that things start falling down. So in the market it happens, any stock it happens, and in the same way the wave, COVID wave, whatever we call it, infections, it will also follow. It continues to follow this same thing. So like as we say that we saw the COVID wave 1, 2, 3 is in Europe. It's already fourth wave in Russia and Europe already massive. You can see that compared to what was the initial, more cases and more deaths have happened despite all the things. So in India, we had seen that it was like kind of a second wave was very dangerous in April, May when it happened. But I believe that if you look at this nature or the universe or the universal law, this we are also going to have this kind of a third wave or fourth wave, and which will be much bigger than the second, because every consecutive, every sequential wave is bigger than the previous wave, and till the time it reaches the fifth is the peak, and after that it starts declining fast, and that is where the end happens. So we are going to see that if that happens and in all probability, like law of nature, it may happen in India also, the third wave, when the cold starts. So in December, January, India has the severe cold, what you call in the northern, and generally the cold happens in the January and the December from the Christmas onwards. And with that kind of a cold weather, one has to be very careful, because this wave is still not gone, COVID is not gone. So it may happen that during that time we may see that third wave happening in India. And that is why the economy also may we don't know how it may happen, in which form it may happen, and how it will be tackled, and that consequences. But that is why also I believe that for this year at least I would not be in a hurry to invest into the market, and particularly all this new age tech IPOs, as I keep on telling them that this is a musical chair kind of a play, where nobody, it's only the initial venture capitalists and the private equity investors who had invested into these stocks, and the promoters who had invested into these companies. They are the winners, because they are getting out of these stocks and selling into the primary market, and the secondary. So these primary investors, secondary investors are losing money. So stay away from all these new age continuously loss making tech IPOs, and don't be swayed by any of these false promises and all these so-called research reports coming out that in next 5 years time this will be there is nothing going to happen like this way. This all 99%, as the world, in my previous videos also I will again give the link below, that most of these new age tech IPOs, even in that very matured and the developed market like USA, they have not made any money. Most of these companies, even despite 10 years of existence. So don't be fooled by that it may turn around, and it will not. So you better stay away from, and better focus with this. Even in IPO, better look for the quality, actually economical company, actually having business model and making profits. This is what the motto should be. Look into the companies which are profit making, so that then only they can give something back to the investors. If there is no profit, how the returns will happen? So till the time liquidity was there, till the time all free money was flowing into the market, we saw that everything was Tom, Dick and Harry was making money, and all IPOs were coming and becoming heavy successful. Now it's not going to happen. You see, from the flop show of Paytm, you will see, I keep on telling it, so many videos I keep on telling, I don't like any of this VC backed new age tech IPOs which are loss making. How you can invest money into this kind of IPOs? Be it Zomato, be it Paytm, be it Ola, be it Policy Bazaar, be it say Oyo, all these companies, they are not going to turn around. They are not going to make any profits for at least for next 5 years. So why you are investing your money into precious money into by investing into such stocks? Better go into this. There are so many 5,000 companies are there. So many mid caps and small caps and large caps doing very good. So this is the theme of this 2022 is that avoid these easy money going schemes of VC backed new age tech IPOs and focus investing money into this energy stocks and also remain invested into this metal or the so-called the metal theory stocks. And also we should see that with this interest rate rising at least also, so you can avoid these banks and NBFC stocks also and auto stocks also. So the theme is very well. It's going to remain the energy, metals, and construction or the infrastructure related companies and old age technology stocks. So like old age means traditional tech stocks, yeah, like say Infosys or TCS, Wipro. These are the already proven profit making tech stocks. That's it from my side, and ciao, love you all from Moscow, from Neeraj, and ciao, and see you once again next week with some other unique ideas and unique themes. Ciao.